I welcome you all in this video. Hello everyone, how are you? Today we are going to learn Civics chapter number 1, Introduction to the Parliamentary System. Before going to discuss and learn this topic, let's recall yourself. In the last two videos we have learned about sources of history, including written sources, material sources, oral sources, and audio visual sources. Hope that chapter you understood very well. If then also there is doubt as well as a problem, then you can discuss with me later. So students, let's start. First number topic of civics, introduction to the parliamentary system. See, in this topic we are going to do introduction. But which introduction? Parliamentary systems introduction. And we learn the machinery or the system of government as given in the Indian Constitution. So last year we have studied what is Constitution, what is a preamble, and how Constitution was a frame for our nation. So we are going to study the system of government. Beginning of this topic, three questions are asked, and it is said that find out answers for these questions. Question number 1 is that what is a parliamentary system of government? See, question number 1, what is a parliamentary system of government? See, answer is the parliamentary system of government is the one where representatives are directly elected by the people. Means here people elect their representatives. They are the members of the legislature, which is also known as the parliament. In this system, elections are held after fixed period, that is after 5 years. In emergency time, different tenures declared by president of our nation. The party which gets the majority forms the government, and in this system the executive is dependent on the confidence of the legislature. See here, people elect their representatives, they work in a parliament, means that is legislature, their tenure is fixed, and which party get majority, that party forms government, and executive is depend on the confidence of the legislature. Second question is, in India we have prime minister, but why is there no prime minister in the United States of America, that is USA? Why there is a difference? See, in the parliamentary system of government, the prime minister is the head of the executive, that is the council of ministers. Once again, see, in the parliamentary system of government, the prime minister is the head of the executive, that is the council of ministers. In the presidential system of government, the president is the head of the executive. Okay, parliamentary system, prime minister is the head of the executive, and in the presidential system of government, the president is the head of the executive. Since India has adopted the parliamentary system, we have the post of the prime minister. In our country there is a post for prime minister. Since United States of America has adopted presidential system, they have the post of the president, and the post of the prime minister does not exist in presidential system of government. Here easily you will get idea, in our country prime minister is head and in USA president is head, real head. Third number question, what is the difference between a parliamentary and a presidential system of government? Distinguish between or the difference. Two ideas you have got in earlier question. See here, parliamentary system, president is the constitutional head, but in a presidential system, president is the executive head. Once again, see, parliamentary system, president is the constitutional head, but in a presidential system, president is the executive head. In parliamentary system, prime minister and council of ministers have more powers, but in a presidential system, president has more powers. In a parliamentary system, council of ministers is formed by the elected members of parliament. Here council of members or the ministers is formed by the elected members of parliament in a parliamentary system. But in a presidential system, president is directly elected by the people. Okay, people elect a president in a presidential system. Parliament can remove the prime minister by passing a no confidence motion. No confidence motion is a part of parliamentary system. Presidential system, president can be removed only by impeachment. And members of the executive are also the members of the legislature, but in a presidential form, legislature and executive are not depend on each other. Hope that at the beginning of this topic 3 questions are asked and number of points you understood, because the 3 points taking remaining chapter we are going to discuss. See, introduction to the parliamentary system. These questions would lead us to the conclude that every country has a different form of government. In our India, different form of government. In USA, different form of government. Before we go ahead to understand different types of government system, let us get information about the main branches of government. Which are the main branches? See, the main branches are legislature, executive and judiciary and their functions. See, the function of legislature is to make laws, the executive implements the law, and the judiciary provides justice. 3 organs of the government. The function of these organs, their jurisdiction and limitations on their power, and the interrelationship between these organs are decided by the constitution. In the constitution of our country, interlink or the interrelationship among legislature, executive and the judiciary is written. It is the nature of their interrelationship that determines the system of government adopted in a particular country. Means in our country the specific way it is given, in another country the different way is given, but much similarity you will get if that country is democratic country. There are 2 main types of government systems that are followed. One is parliamentary system and second is presidential system. In a third number question you understood well, parliamentary system and presidential system. Parliamentary system of government. The parliamentary system of government developed primarily in England. Means England, the English constitution is an unwritten constitution, but India's constitution is in written. The governance is carried out in accordance with traditions. In England, the governance is carried out in accordance with traditions and customs and conventions. But in our India, what decision should take and what decision should not take is written in Constitution. The British Parliament is an institution that has evolved over a period of time. So many changes are taken place in the British Parliament and their rules, but the parliamentary system of government having its roots in Parliament is considered as a contribution of England. Means the democracy form of government and the parliamentary form of government is gifted to the world by England, we can say. India has adopted this parliamentary system. In our country, there is a parliamentary form of government. We can see some broad similarities also. Similarities in the parliamentary system of England and the parliamentary system of India. Similarity is there. But when we looked at an institutional level, the Indian parliamentary system is different in its content. Means some similarities are there between England's form of government and India's form of government, but when we look in the institutional level, there we found difference. The characteristics of the Indian parliamentary system of government in India. Some characteristics we must know, so it will help us to study system of government. The parliamentary system is a system of governance. The legislature of the central government is known as the parliament. Once again see, the legislature of the central government is known as the parliament. The Indian parliament is composed of president, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Means here we can say parliament is equal to president plus Lok Sabha plus Rajya Sabha, and these three organ including president, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha forms India's parliament. Second one, members of the Lok Sabha are directly elected by the people through secret ballot system. Nowadays EVM machines are introduced. Citizen whose age is 18 or the above 18, they cast their vote to elect their representatives. The number of members in the house is fixed. The number of members in the house is fixed. Third, number one, elections to the Lok Sabha are held at regular interval, that is after 5 years. All political parties contest these elections, that is big party or the small party, or we call that is the ruling party, or the opposition parties, or the national level parties, or state level parties, we call them as a regional parties. They contest elections. The party which gets more than half of the seats is considered as the majority party. The majority party forms the government. In our country, BJP party has got more seats than half of the seats, so BJP's government is working in central level. Sometimes when no party gets a clear majority, once again see, when no party gets a clear majority, some parties come together to form a majority and they can establish the government. Means like a small parties come together and they form government. This kind of government is known as a coalition government. Coalition government. Coalition government is equal to number of parties. Many parties come together and forms government. That government is known as coalition government. Next one characteristic of the Indian parliamentary system of government in India is candidates directly elected by people become member of the legislature, and the party in majority gets a chance to form the government. Means which party gets the majority? that party become a ruling party, and that party's leader is appointed as a prime minister for the nation. See students, the leader of the majority party becomes the prime minister. That prime minister can be he, or the prime minister can be she. He or she selects candidates for ministerials, positioning from among his or her colleagues, seeing their capacity, seeing their potentiality, seeing their experience, seeing their relationship with the other members, as well as attachment with the people, attachment with the party, seeing that prime minister gives positions to that member as a minister in his government. The prime minister and the council of ministers chosen by the prime minister together forms the executive. Once again, see, executive is equal to prime minister plus council of ministers, means prime minister and the council of minister is equal to executive. You must remember this idea in the parliamentary system of government. And this executive, how that executive forms, and their functions, their rights, and their role in the parliamentary system will study in a next video. Students, you will get homework of history chapter number 1 in a PDF form that you download and copy in your notebook. So with this, you take care of your family members. Thank you.